Good morning, YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. This is IMAX Sports with another football video, and today I'm going over my predictions for Week 7. So I made all of these predictions before the season started. Just like every other week, what I did was I made these predictions back in July and August, and I kept them throughout the whole season. I'm going to see how well I do. Right now I'm about at 68% correct, which I think is pretty solid considering I didn't know how bad the Falcons were going to be, and I didn't know how bad the Cowboys were going to be. So I think that so far it was a pretty solid prediction. This week I'm going to be going over all of my teams. I made the scores adjusted to those preseason predictions. And without further ado, let's get right into the video. Thursday Night Football is first. Last night was Eagles-Giants. Not last night. A couple nights ago was Eagles-Giants. The Eagles came out on top 22-21 over their division rival. And the Eagles are now leading in the NFC East with a record of 2-4-1. A half a game ahead, or a quarter of a game ahead of the Cowboys, who are 2-4. The Eagles didn't look impressive. They were down 21-7, I believe. But things happened. Eagles came back. And yeah, now the Giants are sitting with another loss and the Eagles have another victory. So Giants are now 1-6, and they are officially the second worst team in the league by record. There'll be other 1-6 teams at the end of this week, but yeah, still not great. For the 1 o'clock games, first off we have Bills-Jets. I think that game will be 35-10. The Jets are the worst team in the league. The Bills are a very strong playoff team. That won't even be close. Second game, Saints-Panthers. I said Saints-Panthers. Wow. Okay. 31-17. I think that this could be a much higher scoring game for the Panthers. A lot of you might be saying I'm not giving the Panthers enough credit, but I don't know. I think 31-17 is a good score for this game. I think that the Panthers could very well get over 20 points, but I think 31-17 is very possible, and it's a pretty good score. Titans-Steelers are right at the same time, but they're next, 30-28. This is the biggest game in the league. It's too bad it's a 1 o'clock game, but this is the biggest game of the week. It's undefeated team versus undefeated team in the AFC. One of them is going to come out on top, one of them won't. I think the Titans are going to come out on top. I think the Titans have a stronger team overall than the Steelers. I think that the mixture of Derrick Henry and Ryan Tannehill is unstoppable. So 30-28. The Titans could even win by more than one score, but I am predicting a close game. Next is Browns-Bengals. I have Browns winning 31-20. I apologize for all the yawning. I have the Browns winning 31-20. I think that this game speaks for itself. It's Browns against the Bengals. The Browns are a borderline playoff team. The Bengals are nothing. They're not doing anything. They're just sitting there. So Packers-Texans is the next game we're going to talk about, and that's going to be a pretty decent game. The Packers played poorly against the Buccaneers. They're going to have a bounce-back week. They'll score 40 points. They'll put 40 points back up on that board. And then the Texans are going to try and do their best. Romeo Crennel's been the head coach for a couple of weeks, and ever since they took over, the Texans have been considerably better. They won their first game, and then they almost beat the Titans in their second game. So I think that they could keep it toe-to-toe with the Packers. It'll be a close game, 38-32. Next, Falcons-Lions. The Falcons are the whole reason why this game is going to be 35-34. The Falcons have a terrible offense. They have a very good offense and a terrible defense. And that's just a recipe for a high-scoring game. 35-34 is a very good prediction for this game, and I think that's what the game is going to be. Falcons probably won't even come out on top. I think the Lions might even win that game and advance to 3-4. But we'll have to see. Last but not least, we have Dallas versus Washington, 19-18. This is kind of a weird score prediction, 19-18. But this is a weird game too. So Dallas versus Washington. I don't expect Washington to be able to beat Dallas. I don't expect Dallas to play well enough to deserve to win, but I think that they're going to win by default because they're against Washington. So they don't get a name either. It's the Dallas football team versus the Washington football team. Who will come out on top? Stay tuned. Next on the itinerary, we have the 4 o'clock to 4:30 games. 4:05 we have Bucks Raiders. At 4:25 we have Chiefs Broncos, Jags Chargers, and Patriots 49ers. Last week we only had one 4:25 game. This week we have 3. So the NFL's changing it around a little bit. At 4:05 we have Bucks Raiders. The Buccaneers and the Raiders have both had very high-powered offenses this year. I think this will be a very high-scoring game, much like the Packers game. I'm not sure how the Bucks are going to get 39 points, but I think they'll get 39. I think it'll be 39-37. I'm not sure how the 39 is going to happen, but it'll be a close game. It'll be a good game. Chiefs Broncos 28-17. Chiefs are going to have a very good game. The Broncos are not. The Broncos, I think, had a fluke win last week against the Patriots. I don't think they're anything special, and the Chiefs should beat them pretty handily. Jaguars versus Chargers. If I was making these predictions now, I would predict the Chargers to win. I am not making these predictions now. I made them at the beginning of the season, so I predicted the Jaguars to win. But if I was making these predictions now, I would put the Chargers as winning this game. That's why my score prediction is 28-27, because at the very least, the Chargers win. I only predicted the Jaguars to win by 1. But yeah, I don't expect this to be. I don't expect the Jaguars to win. I think it'll be interesting if they won. It would add another dynamic to the season so far. But no, this game is irrelevant. They're both 1-5, and neither of these teams are making the playoffs. So it's kind of an irrelevant game. It'll be interesting either way. And to round off the 4:25 games, we have Patriots 49ers. I have the Patriots winning 24-20. A lot of people disagree with this. I still have faith in Cam Newton. If we lose this game, I will lose all faith in the Patriots team this season. If we win this game, then my faith will be restored. So there's a lot riding on this week's game with the 49ers. First time Jimmy Garoppolo is playing against Bill Belichick. So this will be an interesting game. I'm excited to see how it goes. Sunday Night Football. We have Seahawks-Cardinals. This is a very good Sunday Night Football game. I am excited for this Sunday Night Football game. This is our third very high-scoring game of the week. And this has to be one of the best Sunday Night Football games they've had all season. Seahawks-Cardinals. The Seahawks are the best team in the league. The Cardinals are up and coming. The Cardinals won their first 2, they lost their second 2, and then they won their third set of 2. So now they're 4-2. Seahawks are 6-0. They're 5-0. Both teams are very strong. They both have very strong offenses, and neither have very strong defenses. This game will be a very high-scoring game, and I think that it's quite possible that over 40 points are scored by both teams. So I'm very excited for this game. I'll probably watch the entire game all the way through, which I don't always do with teams that aren't the Patriots, but I probably will watch this entire game all the way through. And I'm excited to see how it turns out, because these are two very high-powered offenses playing a very important game in their division. If the Seahawks lose, they'll be 5-1. The Cardinals will be 5-2, and they'll be a half a game apart. So it's a very interesting, it's a very important game in this division, and I'm excited for it. Last but not least, we have Rams-Bears. I have the Rams winning 21-17. I think that if I saw how the season went to this point, I would keep the Rams as winning this game. I think the Bears are a very strong team, but I don't think that they are as good as they have performed so far this season. I think that they beat the Buccaneers on accident. I think the Buccaneers should have won that game. And with the Rams are 4-2. I think the Bears are 5-1. I think that both teams are very strong, but I have the Rams in this one. I think that it'll be a very close game and very low scoring, because both teams have very strong defenses. But I think that it'll be a defensive game, and the Rams' offense is just better than the Bears' offense, and the Rams will come out on top. So thank you guys for all watching this video. I appreciate all the support. Check back tomorrow at midnight to see my NFL Power Rankings for Week 8. I've been doing a Power Rankings video every week. They've been getting incredible reception, and I am stoked to see how it does this week and to see your opinions on my Power Rankings. So make sure to check that out. Make sure to subscribe. We're up to 96 subscribers. We're almost 200. So make sure to subscribe, like the video, check out the Power Rankings video tomorrow. I will see you guys all in that video. Peace out.